different when you moving forward. But just stick to the code, you get yours, I get.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up. Rolls on my ear saying storms, don't do it. Double on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy ride, but there's no car and no match. What you talk about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, storms gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them I can't. Them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my crepes. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You were never ready for the BTs. I was covering crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man, love, put my name in a random flight, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Yeah, little fish. Yeah, when it come to getting this paper, please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, amen, amen. Yeah, amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We was the them hunters. Then we pull up.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Breeze's Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, here's Blount. And an alley to run. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Wentz. Going underneath to Blount. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Blount, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. Now a carry for Blount. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's the battering ram, Blount. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Blount turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And incomplete to open things up.
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, for touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, 99 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time, looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. As we get a look at the New Orleans offensive starters, you had them this last week. School me on this revamped run game they have.
Well, they've had to cut down the rotation. It started with 3 guys. Remember Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, and, of course, Adrian Peterson. And the first couple of games, just 60 and 81 yards on the ground in those games. Since then, though, they've won 4 straight, at least 149 yards on the ground in 3 of them. But in the last 2 games since they traded Adrian Peterson, 351.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Blunt. Trucks over it. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got...
And look at this. It's a fake. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ingram again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The motion man here, Fleener. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 44 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Before the offense gets cranking again, let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major of the 2018 season happened. It's in the books, and Skimbo won it all again, his second title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too, Michael Skimbo, but he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. Came out on top, was it 24-20 against Raydell Jofrito. So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
They go screen. This is Ingram. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Ingram. A beautiful fake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Breeze now on first down. And brought in here by Flainer. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. Third down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete to Flainer. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So second and goal here from the 9. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Dances by him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Wentz now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Now they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. There the Eagles are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also shows confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Throwing on first down is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze is looking to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot. You play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. A dump off to Smallwood. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. 10 yards still left on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man.
I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks.
Amen, what's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen. I on the block, my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen.
I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see. UV. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep.
Amen.
Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati Bengals. Shift together here from the D-line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Dalton throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So we have now seen connection number one between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number one target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
First and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First and goal here from the 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here with Blunt, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. In the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 13.